Anyways, we've made it to the top of this hill right here, and this street merges into another name, as you can tell right here. And right here it's a bit much of a little nicer view of what's out west. But yeah, once again I'm saying the same stuff over and over, it seems like, but I'll just say it anyways. These houses are very closely spaced to each other because they're not on a slope. It's, well, not really a slope, but it's, what should I say? There's a very slight slope right here, but not a steep enough slope where the houses have to be even further spaced from each other. But yeah, here's more of these apartment complexes right over on the other side of these houses, and the next street up ahead, we're gonna go make a left, and as we go up that short street, you'll see a few houses that are like, you'll see a few houses again that are you'll see a few houses on the left that are more space from each other because, again, they're built on a steeper slope. I mean, not super steep, but steep enough where they have to be spaced apart from each other, so that way the landscape is, maintained and all that. Hello everyone, I'm back again. Had to wait for those few cars to pass by. So here's the cul-de-sac right here. Hopefully I won't disturb the neighbors. But anyways, notice how when you're on a cul-de-sac, the houses on the end of a cul-de-sac, they have smaller front yards and bigger backyards, and meaning there's a lot of space, and there's a lot of, as you can probably tell over here, there's a lot of space in these backyards of these houses over here because of the lack of space in the front over here. And in this street, the end of this street right here, it seems very safe to play around. But you notice how when we go up ahead on this street, we're about to make a right, but before we go much further, I do want to show you the street painting. Well, not like the painting, but yellow lines. Based on what I see here, it seems like it's not really safe to play around this side, this area, this part of the street. But anyways, there's a view, right? Further view of what's out there. But as you know, like what I mentioned earlier, like the Claremont and Tiercena and all that. But yeah, some of these houses, some of the benefits, depending on which house you live in a neighborhood like this, is having a nice view. If you live on a canyon side of it. But yeah, this is the end of the suburban areas of the street. Well, almost. We're not on a slope right now, but here's two more houses they're closely spaced to each other. So, and as I mentioned earlier, we saw multiple apartment complexes and now we're at those same apartment complexes. Well, not those same exact ones, but they're the same designs, the building style, or whatever you want to call them. And yeah, you notice how in comparison to these apartment complexes on both sides of this street right here, you notice how those white buildings right over there, they're more densely built compared to these ones on this side of the street right here. And and there's the major arterial street over there, Navajo Road. And you know this street right here, when it goes all the way over there, it eventually transitions into a residential neighborhood, so, or into a 2-lane road. But it kind of makes sense why this is a 4-lane road right here, because it's more car, because it feeds into multiple residential areas. And yeah, there's some more apartment complexes over there, and yeah, as you can tell, this doesn't really feel like a city to me, especially because everything is so spaced out, and this is not a very walkable place. But yeah, sorry for all the noise right here, but I might as well just keep on going with the talking. And yeah, right over there is a high school over there. It's that high school over there, which is where I went to. It's built on the hillside. It's surrounded by mostly hills, but some of them are very small hills that are very flat on top of them with the houses. But even the front of the school is built on the hills. Well, even the front of the school faces a hill. I mean, then this big hill, Del Cerro, is literally right next to that high school right over there. And up there we'll find the shopping center I mentioned earlier. But anyways, I'll get to that later on. Anyways, I am back right at this major intersection right here. It's actually top of this hill right in this area of San Carlos. But anyways, right here is a gas station, and on the other side of that road is a canyon side, definitely a canyon side. And this road, this part of Jackson Drive right here, goes down the hill. And again, this is a 4-lane road, and there's another gas station and convenience store, and there's a bank over there. And yeah, as you can tell, a lot of stuff here is really spaced out. And yeah, right here is the gym right next to the street. And as you can probably tell, everything here that's built on the street, well, not on the street, but it's everything that's built over here. All the buildings that are built on the street were not built right next to the street or the sidewalk. They're normally built on the slope, either down or up, either going down from the sidewalk or up from the sidewalk. But anyways, here's what a typical shopping suburban area looks like. Grocery store and in the pharmacy store and a few restaurants and other tenants over here. And yeah, as you've probably noticed all your lives, that the grocery stores are never right next to the streets. And what was I gonna say? The reason they're never right next to the streets is because there's the parking lots that are right between. It's a bit of a far walk from the streets and the bus stop over there to the stores themselves. So yeah, as you can obviously tell, this neighborhood right where I'm doing a tour is not car centric at all. And in some, as you can tell, some areas like the Navajo Road back there that I was just at, it doesn't seem like a safe place to walk for everyone. So anyways, a few last things before I end this tour. And yeah, there's a Mexican fast food restaurant right over there. It's much closer to this road right here, and it has a drive-through. And 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 I would like to point out that that drive-through fast food restaurants are usually right next to the roads themselves, and the grocery stores are never right next to the roads themselves. So yeah, it seems to me that it's built. All these places are built at particular locations based on like probably if people feel like walking a lot, but yeah, here's some more houses right over here. There's Del Cerro over there, and way over there, like further distance, there's Mount Helix and Mount McGill, but you can't see that right now. And behind Los Primos, the Mexican fast food restaurant over there, is some more apartment complexes. So yeah, I think I've covered basically all the certain aspects I could think of that when it comes to a suburban area, such as the retail and apartments and homes and all that. So I think this pretty much sums it right here. Oh, there's, it's right here, there are houses right on the other side of this shopping center right here, and there's a neighborhood right behind those houses, the whole neighborhood. It's very similar to the one I was touring earlier. So it's anyways, I think this pretty much sums it all up.